Hey everybody, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining me. Smash that like button. It helps me out. And I guess there is a little and a lot to talk about as usual. We're joined by Natural Ginger. Hi there, Amy Judy. Poser Potato List, Don's Hugbox, JB0617, RL, XOXO, Apostrophe, Tip Top, Tammy, Quixie, Janine, Lynn Smith. Hey there, Kay the Ghoul, Daisy Me, Mons, Tradigital, Southpaw, hi there. Piece of Lebroni Collection, Nola Boo, Lynn Smith, Cappuccino, Missing Mimic, Nancy C, Nola Boo 504 runs in circles. Efforts in their name, Gemini, Lisa B, welcome. So let's talk. We got Perfectly Imperfect, Algie as well. Hey, Natural Ginger.
Hello, darling. Hello, perfectly imperfect.
Hi, guys. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How, you holding up okay, Monty?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. We love you and we're thinking of you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
So the last thing I saw about Chantal, I take it we're talking about her. She was having a mini rage, lying on the llama, having a go at Gary, having a go at everybody, really.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but in total denial, she was having a rage. She was just expressing, can't speak today, expressing her opinion. So I don't know if anything has gone on during the night since then, or what she has said, or.
Well, she opened up her comments. She opened up the comments back on her community post.
Oh, did she? Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she's been posting. Now she's attacking Charlie.
Charlie?
Attacking Charlie.
What's Charlie done?
I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Nobody's allowed to criticize her. I mean, this is like the memo.
She always goes for Charlie. She always goes for Charlie.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting that she's always attacking Monty and his panel. She's the one who seems a bit obsessed, doesn't she?
Yes,
she's really watching a lot. I mean, hi, Foodie. I know you're probably watching now, and you're probably going to go live in about 10 minutes because you don't want anybody to watch us. But hello, I hope you're doing well, Foodie.
Yep, she has become obsessed with your panel, Monty.
Yeah,
I've noticed that.
I heard her trying to take off an English accent, which she failed at intensely. But then again, my Canadian accent isn't all that great either. So just don't try it, Chantal. If you want to fire shots at the panel, do it.
She also went off on me yesterday too. I don't know if you guys seen on the Amber Lynn. Huh?
You again?
Yeah, your best friends. She said, or you were best friends. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Her definition of friends, I don't know. It's, her definition of friends, I guess, it's the same with Amberlynn, is that we only message on rare occasion. That's her definition of friends, So when you're friends with somebody, I think you usually talk to them outside of YouTube at least once a week, right?
You think?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, but you don't even you establish. You've got friends on the internet. I've got friends on the internet. I've got friends at home. There is a big, massive difference, obviously, because friends on the internet, I'm never going to meet. You
can definitely have friendships on the internet.
Sure you do, yeah.
And you can definitely talk outside of the internet behind the scenes. It's just she uses the term friends. I did consider her a friend of the internet. But like most of our friendship was just strictly online. Like I would message her and, give her encouragement or tell her what I thought about the situation. But she only messages people when she feels like it. She'll only message you back when she feels like it. So there may have been I might have messaged her a couple of times and then she'd take like a week to get back.
Yeah, that's
So,
yeah.
so in
Yeah.
my opinion, that's not really a friend.
And then
It's a
taking
friend
What?
at her convenience when you
Yes,
serve a purpose for her, which is sad in a way because friends are, you don't have to message them with a purpose.
and
You
then
know?
taking
right,
information that you gave her and weaponizing it. I
Yeah,
don't
of
like that.
course.
If
Yeah.
somebody messages you and they give you private, and she does it to everybody all the time, she weaponizes information people gives to her. Now she could say, well, you're doing it. Well, you're putting it out in the public, Foodie. This is we're not weaponizing anything. We are
right,
reacting to what you do in public. She takes personal information that people share with her and she weaponizes it. She did it to her best friend Shannon. This is what
right.
she does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this
Yeah,
is why we
because I
don't
don't
like it.
even talk about my stuff that happened to me on my channel.
No,
Um,
no,
Yeah.
no. It's when you because I've made a few contacts since I've been in the community and that with people, and I've exchanged a few DMs. I certainly do not live in people's pockets where we're DM each other all the time, every day, all day. I'm not that type of person, and there have been confidences exchanged between us, but that I find when you're having that one-on-one conversation, that is there and it never leaves there. Even if it's about other people that you're in contact with, you just do not cross those lines. And you certainly, when you have a big platform, I don't have a big platform, I'm not a YouTuber, go around telling people, and you don't, what's in DMs largely should, in my opinion, stay in DMs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Um,
never shared anything. I don't think that she hasn't shared in public.
yeah. Oh,
So,
absolutely. Of
and
course.
I still will not release any private DMs. I think it's very distasteful.
Mhm.
Even if she has shared it in public, I won't release private.
Yeah.
I might
If
discuss
she
a few
wants to say
things
it.
that she's discussed in public, but I will never, show these DMs because I think it's distasteful.
And it's because you hold on to your own integrity. Just because she says it and blots it out, it doesn't mean to say it's not always wise to go tit for tat on things like that. But I'm very secretive when it comes to, if people say don't say anything or whatever. I am zipped. I will never say anything. And I don't think she has that integrity gene, shall we say. But you're doing the right thing, Skinny Queen. If you know things about her, we don't need, it's fine. You keep them to yourself, because then you're keeping yourself right and sticking to what's actually meaningful for you, which goes with everybody really. When you're exchanging DMs with anybody, it's
Well, I will
anyway.
say there's not much left, you guys. She just basically says everything. But
Well, yeah, but yeah,
yeah,
it's I just don't like it. Maybe it's a bit old school of me. I'm a bit, when people say don't say anything, I'm tell you something in confidence, then I respect being told something in confidence. Yeah.
absolutely, Natural Ginger. I'm the same way. If any of you, just as a hypothetical, were to come to me and say anything, I will never do that to somebody. Even when I'm mad, I will not. I'm not going to expose people like that,
No.
because I wouldn't want somebody. You treat people how you want to be treated.
hmm And Chantal is showing us that she wants to be treated like dirt. So hey, I'm here for it.
Right.
Because that's how she treats other people. Even Pete, she treats Pete like dirt, doesn't she? With
Yeah.
her little side comments and little tiny digs that sometimes I don't even think she knows she's doing.
She really did really I was really pissed off yesterday because not because I don't care what somebody says, oh, I live with my mom, but I do know my mom has been a supporter of hers and watched her. And my mom is in the hospital right now.
Yeah.
And she has her iPad and she may be watching Chantal, My mom's elderly. She's almost 80. And she's fighting a lot of things right now. And I know that might have been a source of upset for her to bring up my mom and our living situation while being sick. That really pissed me off.
Oh, that's
She
terrible.
she
I
needs
mean,
she needs to stop bringing up people's family members.
That's right. Well, everybody knows that I live in Scotland. My mother lives in England, and I travel between the two places on a regular basis because my mum's 85, and she is failing. So me and my sister share it between us. So people could say that when I am here, I am living with my mother. I don't see anything wrong with that. I am looking after my mother. Because she's old, and if she wasn't here, if I wasn't here looking after her, then she would have to go in a home, and that's not going to happen to my mother. So I'm the same as you. What is wrong with an older child being in the position to spend some time with their parent who birthed them and look after them?
I love it. That's time that I will always have.
What is I wouldn't have liked to have done it when I'm 25, but at the age of 53, I'm quite prepared to step up to the plate, you know. So if she's coming after you because you live a majority of your time with your mother, what a hateful woman. That is terrible. I can't believe she said that about you. Is that what she said?
That is what she said. Yep.
Yes, I also live with my father too. I live with my parents. They're both elderly. My father and I take care of my mother together, but he's also up there in age, so he needs a lot of assistance with it. So, and I have actually, there's a lot of families that live together for various reasons.
Well, especially right now, the economy is awful. I mean, really, that to me, you're not only shaming somebody for living with their mother, you don't know anybody's situation and you're going to sit there, and judge people. That's ridiculous.
Well, and I have been here. I have been a single parent, and they helped me with my son growing up. So I am now here to do everything I can to help them. And I have no shame in staying here. Whether I have income or I don't have income, that has nothing to do with why I'm here.
No, absolutely. It's not a question of money. It's not. I completely agree. It does not make us saints. We're not asking for ass pats and super chats because we look after our elderly parents. No, it isn't. We just do it because we just do it.
That's our job as children.
We want to do it, you know. So
my mom has.
I really didn't know that, Skinny Queen, that she actually was making side swipes at you because of that. That's terrible. Do it to me.
I will most likely be reacting to what she said later. I'm just trying to cool down because I wanted to call her a bunch of bees and everything yesterday, but I want to do it when my mind's a little settled. So, yeah.
Rise above it, girl. Rise above it. You've got better and bigger things to do. Yeah.
Well, can we talk about how she's off her meds now again? She is absolutely.
Yes, I've just seen Monty's video about that.
That
she's off her meds. So, look, Chantal, if you're taking any sort of SSRIs or anything like that, and you take them one day or you take them 2 days and you're feeling better, that's not the SSRI that's making you feel better. You have to be taking them constantly for about 2 weeks before you feel the side effects. And you're not doing it. You're coming off and you're going on, you're going off and you're going. You might as well be taking sugar tablets. Really, it's pointless. And oh my God, she's off them again. What the hell?
Yeah, she said it. What was it? I don't even know when. Was it last night? I don't even know. But she just said it because
it was last night. I have the clip in the 3-hour stream.
Right. Okay.
At the end of it, it was called at the end of it, the last few minutes, she started talking about her meds and blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden, she just comes out and says, "Oh, I'm off my meds." I'm like, "What? You've been saying you?" She said the day before that she was taking her meds.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
Yeah,
she
and then
did.
the next day, which was 15 hours ago, in the "Your hate from me clouds your judgment" at about the 2-hour 55-minute mark, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm off my meds." Yeah,
So she
I
was a
knew that.
liar
Manic
saying she was
feeling.
taking them again.
Exactly, she was.
Oh gosh. Well, I mean, meds can level you out, Chantal. If you're a very up and down sort of person, the meds you take can level you out. But taking them for 24, 48, 72 hours is not going to affect your mood at all. It is like saying it's not a paracetamol. It is more like I can't even. And it just really could, because she's giving head medication, shall we say? Give it the umbrella term of head medication. She's given it a bad name, and she's making it out to be she's taking them and it's dulling her experience when it's not. Actually, it's not. The reason why your experience is probably dulled is because you've not had a wheelchair that day and a nashi.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We can, darling, we can.
Okay. No, she likes the feeling of being off the meds because she is manic. Like she gets that super excited, happy, euphoric feeling being manic. And so that's why she doesn't want to take them. But I don't believe she was taking them correctly in the first place.
No, you're right there.
And she hasn't been to the doctor in so long about it that like you said, she was taking Pete's medication. So I think she just needs to go to the doctor, get a correct prescription, and stop playing around with it. And yeah, you don't get instant feelings from most antidepressants. Like the only time I can get an instant is from my Klonopin. So if I'm having an anxiety attack, I can take a clonazepam and that'll give me an instant feeling of relief. Yeah. But anytime I've been on long-term antidepressants, it takes days, weeks, sometimes even over a month to even feel any difference at all.
Of course it does.
It can take 4 to 6 weeks to fully get into your system.
Yeah.
I give it about 8 weeks when you begin to really feel the difference. Suddenly you wake up and you think, oh, I'm feeling different today. And that is a good couple of months into taking them. The correct amount every day. Yes.
It's consistency.
Yeah, and that's
you have to take them.
Because I was on them, and then when I got off of them, I kind of went through like a withdrawal. I got sick to my stomach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if she's really on them, wouldn't she like be a little sick coming off of them?
No, because she's not on them long enough, perfectly imperfect. She takes them for 24, 48 hours, 72 hours. Yeah. Maybe she'll take some 4 days in a row and then comes off them for a week and then may take one and then goes another week, which is, it's just drives me nuts.
Well, she said she was going to go see a mental health professional, so...
Well, she said that 2 weeks ago.
I know.
She said she wasn't going to talk about Nader anymore, too.
She's also talking about yesterday she wants to buy a scooter.
Oh, good for her.
Yep. Because
that's brilliant.
Again, she's got this lung thing and she won't go to the doctor. So it's just...
So how does she expect to get that scooter like in and out of her car? She's going to have to buy a special van with a lift.
It a moped scooter? Like the scooters that the skinheads used to drive in the 60s with all the lights on and stuff. One of those. Is that what she means by a scooter? Moped
I think she wants to travel. And so she was like, well, I'll get a scooter because everybody's like,
oh,
Yeah.
That kind of scooter?
Yeah, I think so. And she's like, I'm just a
Okay.
scooter.
Cooter scooter.
A
Oh
cooter
my
scooter.
God.
Oh my gosh. So, here in Mexico, a lot of families ride motorcycles. So you'll see the mom, dad, and a couple kids all on the motorcycle. So, yeah, I think that she can find a motorcycle that would hold her, but I can't see that working out for her.
The thought of Chantal on a motorcycle of any description
is
How about
hilarious.
Chantal
horror.
on a motorcycle with Pete's in the side cart?
Right? There we go.
That'd be
Pete's riding
hilarious.
pillion, screaming all the way with his arms. Oh, no. This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. She hasn't got the road sense to ride a two-wheeled motorized vehicle anyway. I've ridden motorcycles most of my life. The thought of her on one of them,
right? No, Beck was just saying that they take clonazepam too. Yeah, it's super addictive, so you only take it when necessary. It cannot be something you take every day. It
Yes,
can't.
I advise
It has
that
to be
too.
for.
and
Yeah.
that is an example of a medication that you take, and half an hour later, or maybe more, maybe less, you actually feel the results of it.
Yeah,
With
but
what
if you take it every day,
taking-
you won't.
Yeah.
If you start taking it every day, you stop feeling those instant effects.
Let
Your
me
body
say
becomes
this.
used to it. It's bad. You have to be really careful with it.
So
Let me
what was
say
the point?
this.
I just saw Monty's video just before we came on here about, she said she was off. Why was she on them? And why is she off them again? Did she offer any reason for that? It was because she felt like it dumbed her down in some way. Is that what it was? Is that what she was saying?
Yeah, she said it was like how Pete said he felt with him, that he was numb, and she said it made me feel numb, which I'm like, if you were on them when you said you were on them, you didn't seem numb to me. You were raging pretty hard, so I don't know.
Yeah, whatever medication she was supposedly on was not working correctly, because her obsessive compulsive nature was not quelched.
And Chantal, you are a different animal. You've got completely different DNA from Pete. I know we think she hasn't, but she has got different DNA from Pete. What somebody else's experience of medication does should not, how that pans out, should not dictate on how you do it. But she's such a moron. She would never do that anyway. Hi, Eerie, darling. How are you?
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Can someone clarify to me what happened after we got off panel? Did she say something?
Oh, well, no, she actually said something about me before we got on panel, that live stream about Amber Lynn. She was talking about Amber Lynn for a few minutes, and then she went in going off about me about various things, and then went back to Amber Lynn.
Wow.
And then apparently she also talked about Gary.
Of course she did. She
Yeah,
can't
but
help herself, right?
Yeah, she didn't even know what. Like, she thought he was crying because he was being bullied. Like, I don't know if
I
she
saw that. I was like, fuck off, Chantal. You've not even you've just let people tell you.
It was literally the complete opposite.
Please tell me that she didn't make fun of him because ma'am, you cry like every day over a crackhead. Number one,
she just didn't listen. She just saw him upset and just wanted to, make jabs, because she assumed like everyone, most people get upset when they're being picked on. No, his was the complete opposite. He accidentally became too successful.
Can we clarify that for a moment? Because I see a lot of people from that little side trying to spread rumors. I'm friends with Gary, okay? And him and I have been talking about this since his channel started picking up, that this might happen one day, okay? Because no one who is on disability can afford to lose that permanently over something that is not a permanent situation. Because let's be honest, YouTube is not a guaranteed permanent thing. At any moment, they can shut down the platform, and we're all out of whatever money we make out of YouTube.
Gary did the right thing. He was absolutely devastated, and he was worried that people would think bad things about him.
He really honestly thought that he would lose support because people enjoyed using the membership and the super chat system. It wasn't about the money. It was about, because this, for him and I, when we first started doing this, we had fun in the community. I had been coming to Monty's channel before I became a channel. And we said, this looks fun. Let's try it. And if we hate it, then we don't have to do it anymore. Right. But the thing is that not only did we have fun, but we fell in love with the community. We love this community. Everyone in this community is so welcoming and nice. It's a breath. It's a breath of fresh air.
It is.
And,
for sure.
Absolutely.
So that wasn't about, and Jessica Messica, Miss Thang, trying to spread that he got, caught by he didn't get caught by the government. He's been in constant communication with the government almost on a daily basis, trying to figure out this whole mess. And at the end of the day, he's
going by it the right way. Exactly.
He's doing the right thing. And unlike Nader and Didi scamming couple, he is not a scammer. And he has worked in the past, so this isn't just something they're throwing at him. He's receiving what he worked hard for in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. And people are judging him with their own shitty behavior. Don't judge Gary through your shitty behavior, whatever. No, Gary was 1,000,000% honest. 1,000,000% devastated, 1,000,000% worried about what was going to happen, and he did the right thing.
Yes,
and I commend him for that. And I think many people do that.
And so that's the thing. Gary. I want to stop those rumors, because those rumors, like, one second.
Well, I just want to point out, while she's taking care of little pepperoni, I just want to point out. First of all,
little pepperoni. Oh, that's
cute. I call her little pepperoni.
That's cute.
Well, first of all, hi Monty, hi everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
I just want to point out that what Gary did was the honest thing, because there are plenty of people in the United States, and I'm sure in other countries, that try to hide stuff. They try to hide the income that they do get. They try to hide it. They try to put it in other people's accounts. There are all kinds of things you can do to try to have your cake and eat it too. But I just want to point out that what Gary did was not only the right thing for his situation, but that to say that he's being honest and that he's reporting, he's paying attention to his income, and he's following the guidelines because he's a law-abiding person. He's not somebody that's trying to evade his taxes, or he's trying to defraud the government. He just did what he was supposed to do.
Or scam money from children's cancer charities.
Or scam money from children's cancer charities. So,
absolutely.
People were saying, why don't you put your channel in your girlfriend's name? And he thinks that's dishonest.
It is dishonest, because he is getting, he is supposed to report any income that he gets. And he's like, oh, you know what? I gotta, YouTube could be sold to Elon Musk and then be bankrupt in 2 days. So he's just saying, I got to do the smart thing. I got to do the adult thing. And big old Chantal decided she was going to open her mouth and make everything about her and say something negative. It's like, shut up, you stupid person. She's so freaking stupid. She's so dishonest.
And she'll sit there and be like, well, people come after me. Look, ma'am, people call you out on your bull crappery because you are a crappy human being who does very hurtful things to people and says very hurtful things about all types of people, all people from walks of life.
Chantal has said some of the most disgusting. People come after her. She acts like she's such a sweet person, and people come after her. No, you give people a reason to come after you. You're not just sitting there being wonderful and quirky and dainty. No, you open your mouth. You talk about people's national tragedies. You make racist comments. You make ageist comments. You make sexist comments. You lie. You gaslight people. And then, will people come after me? Yep, they do. Yep. You put a big old target on your back when you're a terrible human being.
Absolutely.
So you can sit there and her go-to is, oh, well, they're fat shaming me. Nobody has said anything about your weight. Well, I haven't, but I will because I can.
I
Look,
will.
it's the
Yeah,
low-hanging
I'm a
fruit.
fat girl. I'm allowed.
It's
Well,
a low-hanging fruit, like I said. It's a
it's a
low-hanging
low-hanging
fruit,
fruit,
and
but
when
we
you
don't
piss
have
off
to.
people tend to go for the low-hanging fruit. I've done it. I'll do it again because that's
And
what I do
I don't
parodies
care.
on.
I don't
So screw
care.
it.
She's a disgusting person, and the fact is that all the stuff that she said surrounding Monty's mother's passing, all the stuff that she said surrounding the passing of those children in that shooting, all the stuff that she said regarding Gary, nobody is even talking about you, to you, or for you, and you open your mouth and you say stuff, and then you cultivate the hate, you garner it, you put it so much disgusting negativity out there, and you're surprised when that's what you get back. How you just, are you that stupid? Are you? Yes, you are.
She's
Ignorant.
selfish.
It's ignorant.
She sits there calling everyone and their mama narcissist. For the past week, she's been going, because remember, she's like, nobody diagnosed me, which, okay, I don't like diagnosing people. I get that. But you've been sitting there day after day labeling anyone and everyone you can a narcissist. Have you looked in the mirror, honey? What are you?
She has to look at filters because she can't stand to look in the mirror.
Yeah, what's interesting is she thinks there's only one type of narcissist. Sweetie, you don't know anything about narcissism. Go really.
But there's a lot more mental.
There are many types
things
of narcissism.
out there.
There's covert narcissism, which I think she has, that covert narcissism. She thinks, you look at Nader, he's like a very, what do they call him? They're like the outward.
He's a sociopath.
Malignant narcissist.
Yes, he's malignant. Yeah, he is. But guess what? There's also covert narcissists that are a little bit more subtle. They will demean themselves, but they do it to get sympathy from people, which is what she does. You look into it, and yeah.
And the thing is, the low grade, low rent, scraping the bottom of the barrel narcissist, like Chantal. Well, I don't know whether she actually is truly a narcissist.
I don't care what.
I think it's much more than that. That's why it's like, we can call her a narcissist, but really she's got other issues with narcissistic traits. That's the thing. Because if she was a true narcissist, I think she wouldn't use the filters.
Can I say something? Can I say something? Can I say that you don't necessarily have to have a diagnosis to be a narcissist? Number one. Right. Number two, here's why I don't want to give, because first of all, I'm not a professional to give or speculate on any of her mental health, right?
Right.
But more importantly than not, I don't want to give this bitch an excuse to use mental health, because mental health is not an excuse. Sometimes shit happens when you have a mental health issue.
She's just a horrible person. And she might have all those issues, but there are people that live in this world mentally unwell, and they're not shitty people. She is just a horrible person. I don't care what she has. I don't care what's happened. So many people have gone through tragedies and hardships, and they are not shitty people. She just wants to use an excuse. All that stuff that she said about May. Oh, she came right back after watching one of these panels. I'm unwell. I need to take care of my mental health, and it's just making me crazy. That's the first thing she ran to, and she said, "No, you did all of that stuff. You posted all that stuff about May and her case on your timeline because you're a shitty person and you don't care about the harm that your actions do to other people because you're a shitty person." It didn't have anything to do with her mental health, but that's the first thing that she cried when people were like, "Damn, Chantal, that's a really shitty thing to do," because she's a shitty person. That's all it is. And she may have all those diagnoses. She might, but we don't know because she will not go to a medical professional to seek anybody's counsel.
That's what she has to do, and she's not doing it. So, we all sit back and say, well, we think she has this and we think she has that. But what she needs to do is go to the doctor, get on the correct medication, do the correct, steps to improve her mental health. And sitting back and saying, well, I'm mentally ill is not helpful in any way, shape, or form. She says, well, you're mental health shaming me, but you're not taking care of your mental health.
Well, you know what, honey bunny, I want to tell you something, Chantal. Gary And Gary doesn't use his mental health as an excuse in any way, shape, form, or capacity. Okay. He's always been an advocate for mental health. He will continue to be one. Okay. That being said, Gary has been very open, and specifically in that stream that you were mocking him for, he explained to people his exact diagnosis and how it impacts him. And you sat there and you laughed at him. So miss me and tolerate everyone laughing at you because you're just all around a generally crappy human being. And I want to add to this, to those little trolls that think they're doing something, lying about him and this, that, and the other, you got another thing coming.
Gary is 1,000,000% a darling, hugely honest, and oh my God, he's anybody that
a good person. Like it comes down to he's a good person. And he doesn't deserve to be treated the way that she did, you know, and the way that the trolls are and all that. It's too easy to go after someone that's a good person because they're not going to come back at you with the way that they should, you know.
And what she did was just straight up. I don't know if you can bully a whole grown adult because, you know, you can take yourself out of the situation. If you are an adult, you have the option to avoid, I believe, some people. But I think workplace bullying definitely happens, but I don't know if you can bully somebody on the internet because this is an open place. But what she did to Gary, the things that she said about Gary didn't have shit to do with her. Nobody was talking about her.
It's just horrible, Andrea. When anybody watches Gary's live, you can feel his pain coming through your screen. I don't care whether you're in Gary's community or not. You can feel it. It was like when Monty the other night, and he was in tears because of his mum. You can feel that, and everybody who's out there who was in here now and watching later knows what we mean by that. And we're not all wrong. We're not all sat in a hug box blindly going, "Yes, Monty. Yes, Gary."
But no, I want everybody to remember this. The next time she cries, everybody's bullying me. Everybody, like, you go out of your way. It seems like she's going out of her way for content now because, you know, she says she won't talk about Nader. I guess she has to talk about somebody else. Where is that health journey? Where is the fulfilled life? Where are all of these men that are in your orbit?
Those all take effort. That's what it is. All that takes effort. It's so much easier to just lay in her bed and talk smack about people, right? Like, that's what it is. It's about not wanting to put in the actual work.
You know, the thing is, Gary's live stream yesterday had nothing to do with you, Chantal, or Nader. Nader, you made an entire fool out of yourself covering Gary, by the way. You are such a gaslighting liar. The gaslighting was thick. And watching people in that chat be like, "Yes, Daddy. Oh my God, Daddy."
So
I can't watch him.
Nader came after Gary. Did he?
Who?
Did Nader come after Gary about?
Yeah, he went on his Natty Daddy channel, and I haven't watched the whole thing, to be quite honest, because yesterday I was like, I'm emotional about my friends. I'm like that. I'm very emotional and protective about my friends. If I care for you, I will fight for you. I will fight for you. I will say something. I'm not going to sit there and just let things happen, right? That being said, him and Dee
opening his mouth. Be quiet.
Him and Dee picked yesterday, knowing fully well what happened, because you know they watch, right? I know you're watching right now. Duty and Natty. That being said, they chose that specific evening to go and try to cover up their scams. He even had the nerve to tell Gary towards the end, "You're a liar about the scamming, so you should pay the remaining balance." Excuse me, Cracky?
What?
He's always trying to push off his responsibility on somebody else. You opened your mouth and said you were going to match it. Nobody lied on you, Nader. Nobody lied on you. Who lied? You did. You're the one that said you were going to match it and pay it, and then had the nerve to pay $50 and wave it around like that's what you said you were going to do. No, you're the liar. You are the scammer, and you need to be prosecuted for that. Because
excuse me, Nader, if you really are the guy that you're portraying yourself to be, with your nice little message to Monty and everything like that, and then you turn around and be like that about Gary, for God's sake.
Of all people.
Yeah, but Gary covers him more, so that's why he did it.
Hey, Gary has no problem dishing.
That's more views for him.
If Nader was really the good guy that he wants to make out to be, he would be going, I don't agree with the work that you do on YouTube, Gary, but I totally agree where you're coming from, and hats off to you. That's what anybody.
But Nader took it as an opportunity to try to cover up his scam. And he keeps on, like, the funny thing is that while he was trying to react to Gary, he would stop at specific locations to make sure no one could hear what Gary was saying about his scam. The receipts, the proof is out there solid. I've made a couple of videos. Peggy Hill has all of the receipts on her Twitter. You and Dee scammed everyone.
Yep.
Okay, out of money for a cancer charity, and that has real serious consequences.
It does,
right?
It does, and he could be prosecuted for that. And I hope YouTube will just take him down. Just take him off the platform. He is literally a cancer scammer.
They won't. I don't know why they won't, but they won't. I can't see it happening because people like that always seem to come out on top.
They just, it's just disgusting at this point. And he's done enough. He's done enough with his exploiting his mods and the way he treats people. That should be enough there. But this right here is illegal. It's a legal issue. He said he was going to match donations. People gave the money. He did not do that. That is a scam. It is in black and white. It's not a gray area here. I don't get it. I do not get it.
Andrea, all he had to do when he was trying to gaslight his audience, and I'm surprised, I'm sorry, look, this is cult mentality right here that we're witnessing, because they want to say hug box. No. Nader has like a little weird cult that's growing day by day, okay? Because they refuse to even be like, dude, just show us the receipts on your studio with the super chats from that live stream, and then show us a receipt of you giving all that money, and everything will be cool. All he had to do, they were right there. He had access to his account. Dee had access to her account. All they had to do was pull up the studio, because there's a section where you can see super chats for specific videos. That is literally all they had to do. Here are all the super chats. This is what it totaled to. And here is what we donated on Dee's phone and how much they accepted.
Yes.
That's all you have to do. Except for he chose to spend, I don't know how many hours gaslighting the crap out of his audience, and the audience being like, oh, yes, you're right, Daddy. You're totally right. Yes, Daddy, we believe you. This is weird. Does anyone else agree that it's weird? If you look at his chat, the way people are talking, it's weird.
I can't.
It's weird.
I can't listen to. I can't listen to.
They call him Daddy, y'all. Daddy.
I mean, they got that from reaction channels, because reaction channels were calling him Daddy long before, because we were
Natty
Daddy last year.
But don't you reserve that for somebody that's like hot?
No one daddy but my husband.
But we're saying it with massive tongue in cheek here. It's like you are the most least daddy-ish person I could ever wish to meet, and so we'll label you with that because he's a convenient fucking troll to hit.
People are weird.
I'm just saying, I'd much rather be a part of Jared Leto's cult. That's all. Like, of anybody, if I'm going to join a cult, it's going to be his.
I don't know about that.
Honestly, like, I don't, like, you will never catch me. I don't care how much I like someone, and if it's part of your name, I am not calling you daddy. I reserve that for my husband. Thank you and goodbye. Like, no, you ain't my daddy. Who?
Right.
I mean,
I have one daddy in this life, and he has passed. That's the only daddy that I'm going to be calling daddy in a serious tone. I might say I would never call Nadie daddy. Oh my god, that is so horrible.
It's disgusting. I don't get it. I don't see the
Crunchy.
sexual appeal. I don't see the attraction. There's nothing
I'm a
about
baby
him.
girl myself. I say baby instead of daddy.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
so like
baby.
the whole daddy joke with a husband thing, obviously it's a fucking joke,
I
people.
know.
But
I know. It's
you know,
just...
I don't even call my dad daddy because I grew up speaking Spanish, so I call him papa. He's my dad. He's papa.
Oh, I've always called daddy. My daddy, I've
Yeah.
always called him daddy. Even as a
That's more of a British thing, really.
Woman, I call my daddy.
I just call my dad papa. I don't daddy, like that's what I grew up calling him, papa. You know, that's my papa.
I just say dad, you know.
Yeah, me too.
But as he's gotten older, you know, Spanish is easier with him. So I always talk Spanish with my dad. So it's always been papa. I will always be papa. I've heard situations where, you know, you're intimate with your partner and you call him daddy, fine, whatever, that's your partner. But you ain't gonna catch me calling some random nobody on the internet. I don't care how many subscribers you have, daddy. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. That's weird in and of itself. But what's weirder is the fact that he can sit there and lie and they applaud and encourage it and back it up. It's so freaking bizarre. It was so obvious he was lying to y'all and y'all ate it. Y'all ate it like it was fact. He provided no receipts. He provided no proof.
None.
And you just ate it all up.
These have to be people only listening to him. Because if they were watching multiple people discuss it, then they would have more of an open...
that he's
Yeah,
plain
so
out there.
these
Depends
are...
whether they've drunk the lumpy Kool-Aid, though, isn't it? The chunky Kool-Aid that he mixes up and gives to everybody. Depends whether they've really taken it hook, line, and sinker. Anyway.
So what is going to happen if he goes to jail? He is going to be so set because those people will be sending money to Dee like idiots, just so he can be comfortable there. It just makes me sick. It makes me sick.
Yes.
But not as sick as Chantal.
Oh, he is. I believe that.
Not as sick as Chantal Marie now. She's off her meds and making videos about, not making videos, doing live streams about it. And so she said she was going to go back on her med. No, she said she was off her meds. Has she got any plans to go back on them again? Or is she calling time on the medication business? Do we know that?
She said supposedly she was going to make appointments to deal with her mental health.
Not holding my breath on that one.
Right?
She has been making appointments for years. She's been making appointments for years.
Well, pick a corner, Chantal. You either like taking the meds because they are good for you and they help, or you don't like the side effects or the effects, not even the side effects of them, because they curtail your nonsense. Pick a side and decide what you want to do.
Okay, but if she's been on them for the last year, they haven't done anything to help curtail anything.
Like she's not been
on or off. She's still the same person.
You know,
it's all
your mental health journey is the individual to each person, right? And here's the thing. Sometimes when you're in that journey, you discover that said medications you're taking don't work for me. I discovered that the medications I was taking previous to October did not work for me at all. I finally got on the right medications and they work. So that's why it's a journey, right? Because it takes a while to figure out what's going to work for you. Because one medication that may work for, let's say, you hot ass, may not work
everybody's
for me,
different,
and vice versa.
So, exactly.
Yeah.
If she's going to do
she's
this,
got to give them a chance, hasn't she, Erie? She's got to take them consistently for more than a day, more than a week, more than 2 weeks, Chantal.
Exactly.
More than 4 weeks. Give them 6 weeks, taking them every day, and then say how you feel and how you don't feel.
And if you can't tolerate them for 6 weeks, if you're having side effects, you contact your doctor, you tell them what the side effects are, and they'll switch you to something else to try.
Exactly. It's a journey. You got to try it all out. That being said, Miss, I want sympathy for people because I'm lying my ass off. Never gonna happen. Not gonna happen because there was a point in time around the CPAP incident. I had a moment of stupidity where I was like, "Oh, poor Chantal." That lasted a very brief period of time, and then I said, "Never again." That's when we started more so seeing the signs of this is a game, right? This is a game that they keep playing with each other. Because that would have been a dead end for me. Like you took a medical machine that I need to breathe and you held it hostage. No, thank you. Never talking to you again.
Yeah.
Right.
But also, Chantal, if you are listening, if you're hearing this, when you go on whatever medication you go on next to try out and you give it 6 weeks, during those 6 weeks, you can't be taking gummies because you need to know how they affect you during the day, how they affect you at night and your sleeping patterns. You
I know that
that.
pot can be a medicine in and of itself, and for some people, it works wonders.
Yeah,
but
when
for
you start
some
on a new
people,
medication, you need to cut everything out and concentrate on the medication.
I have seen people who have mixed pot with medications for mental health. I have seen it and they swear it helps them, but I can tell you from the outside, it wasn't helping you. It kind of made you a little psychotic. Please get off of the combination of the two, please.
But she also takes way too high of doses of the marijuana. Like if she just smoked flower, then it wouldn't affect her nearly as much as these edibles do, you know? Like I talk about it all the time. Like for me, pot has helped me survive. It has helped me survive. But I can't take a lot of medications because my body just doesn't like anything. It doesn't like any medication. So I have to do what I can do. And unfortunately, that is maintaining with marijuana and taking, a quick release for my anxiety attacks. That's all I can take. I can't take antidepressants. I've tried a million different antidepressants and none of them ever helped me the way they were supposed to. I always ended up with worse side effects. So, but that's everybody is different. And that's the whole point. Everybody is different. And you don't learn that until you've gone through that. If you've tried every medication on the market and none of them are doing what they're supposed to, or they're causing more side effects than they're supposed to, fine. Because then you can say you've done it. But until then, you have to at least, like my whole thing, you have to at least try, you have to at least go to the doctor, you have to at least go through the process of, going to the psychiatrist and going to the psychologist and taking the medications and figuring out what's going to work for you. That's what has to happen. You can't just say, well, I'm just going to eat these edibles and that's what I'm going to use. No, that's not good for you either. So.
And she takes them in such high doses.
Yeah, it's the high doses is the big problem.
And that can also, in some people, cause psychosis or psychotic behavior. It can. There's been studies. And like you said, it's a personal thing. It doesn't happen to everybody. But it can make you worse in some people.
Oh, yeah, totally. That's why I'm saying, like, you
Andrea,
literally have to work with your doctor.
Talk, but you're muted.
Yeah. You okay? We can't hear you, Andrea. So maybe you can leave and come back. Maybe, yeah. Okay. I'll put the invite out for her. Continue, whoever was speaking.
I'm just saying that she needs to figure it out with her doctor and not on her own. I mean, that's what I had to do. I'm sure everybody else, they have to figure it out with their doctor, what's going to work and what isn't.
Dosing is important. And like you all said, overdosing on anything is not going to help you. For some people, just, certain combinations of medications, and I include pot in that because I do see it as a form of medication.
Yes.
Certain combinations of medications just aren't going to work. I tried it myself for my severe anxiety. Holy cannoli. Y'all remember Cheech and Chong when he was sitting in the car being like, I think I'm dying, man. That was me.
Yes.
That was me. It did not help. It made it worse. So I said, oh, this isn't going to work. So never again.
Right. See, like Buddha says, for me, it does the same thing. It helps to calm those intense feelings. And that's what I need, because I'm the person who couldn't hold down a job in real life because I would get so frustrated or so angry at the drop of a hat. But then, I would be fine 5 minutes later, but it was that intense emotion that would get me fired.
Right.
And so I had to learn to help kind of even myself out. That's what I've had to learn over the years, is what do I have to do to help keep me even? Because it's not about being perfect. It's not about being, perfectly healthy. It's about being just to where you can survive without destroying your own life.
Yeah.
There we go.
I think Chantal is afraid to take the 6-week break, to take big pharma medication, shall we say, and see whether it works for her, because it has worked for people in your position, Chantal, and it's worked very well. And later on down the line, you might be able to introduce THC into that combination. But 6 weeks off isn't that bad a thing. And if 6 weeks off is going to drive you berserk, then you know that you really, really do have a problem.
Right.
I think she's scared about embarking on any new medication from the doctor journey, because they say, well, just lay off the weed. Nobody's saying give it up forever, Chantal. No one's saying that.
Find the right balance. Find the right balance.
Yeah, just try it without and give it time. Give it time.
But I honestly think she doesn't want to get well, because if she gets well, then she may actually be I feel like she feels like she might lose income. She might not be. I feel like she knows that if she gets well, she won't be as much drama. She will be more level-headed, and her YouTube channel because a lot of her views are based off of her crazy behavior, right? People like to watch train wrecks, right? A lot of people will admit that. And if she gets well, her views may go down. Her money may go down.
We still can't hear you, girl. Nope.
Yeah, Andrea, can you speak?
Maybe go into your settings and turn up your volume, maybe, because mine was low.
Is her sound even? I mean, does she have is it
maybe try choosing
in
your mic
Can you
again.
hear me now?
Right.
Yeah,
there we go.
Now.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
hello.
I just wanted to ask a question, but I think you guys just covered it. So you were saying that like she needed to be like off her med, like not off her meds. She needed to stop smoking or doing edibles for like 6 weeks. And I just thought like, man, just making new habits is so hard. And
yeah.
I don't know if she has the mental fortitude to just, now that she's picked up the habit, do you guys think it's even possible for her?
It's possible, but it'll be hard, and that is what she doesn't want to go through, Andrea. Yeah,
yeah, it's possible, but with her, it's no. I don't think it's possible with her. No, I'm just saying specifically her. You know what I mean? Like,
but if she was on the right medications,
Mm.
she wouldn't need the high doses of the edibles.
Well, first of all,
so it's kind of this catch-22 situation.
Well, to be fair, she doesn't even really need the high dosage of edibles even now.
Oh no, she just likes to do it.
There's no reason for her to be doing it other than she's just doing it. She's even said that she just takes edibles to cope with life. And to me, that's the definition of an addiction. If you have to use a substance or anything to cope with something, or to be able to deal with something that you cannot actually deal with is sober, then clearly that's an addiction. To me, at least. I mean, I could be wrong.
But that's also
No,
something
you're
she
right,
can cover with her
Ray.
doctor, and they can work with it, you know?
Right. Like, I mean,
That's the whole thing. It's going to an actual mental health professional who, you know, if she has to have the weed in her mind, then, you know, tell that to the doctor. Say, I'm going to be taking the weed with this. So what's the interactions going to be?
To do, well, I mean, the thing, honestly, I think one thing she really needs to do is basically figure out, why is it that you quote unquote need weed in order to be able to cope? That's the first thing she really needs to do, is figure out what is it that what is it about life that you need to quote unquote cope with that you need to actually, she needs to address those issues first of all, before she can even deal with weed.
When she has moments of self-awareness, that's when she needs them. When she starts feeling slightly self-aware, then she has to take the edibles. If she starts questioning her own behaviors, she takes the edibles. It's a way to numb her brain. So, I mean, like, I understand why she's doing it. But yeah, the first step is going to get help. Because if she's on the right medications, she's not going to have those feelings that she's trying to suppress.
Right, and it's not even
the medication she does take. If she went to see a medical health professional, like you said, Biznatch, and they put her on something, and she did the 6 weeks, and she might think this isn't working. Well, Chantal, get a grip. That's life. Sometimes you try medications out, and they aren't for you, and the side effects and effects.
Okay, can I just say though? But can I just say though? Like, I will say though, in her defense, in a little bit, I can understand why somebody doesn't want to take different medications all the time, especially from someone like myself, where I've been on multiple different medications until like they finally found on what somewhat worked. But I mean, it put me in a lot of different mental headspaces that weren't good. You know,
you have
like,
to go through that, though,
not,
Dre. You have to go through that. You have to go through the ring of fire to get to the other side.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's like,
is she willing to do that?
No, it's the discomfort of it all. You know, any of us who've been through that process, it's uncomfortable.
Can I say something?
For me,
sometimes people need to start with being tested with vitamin D levels, thyroid levels.
Right.
She never leaves the house, so her vitamin D levels have to be so low.
But let me say this. I don't feel like a doctor should just throw antidepressants on you, because vitamin D, B12, thyroid, iron, testosterone in men, it can all affect your mental health greatly. And if those levels are off, then your whole body system is off, even your mental health. They need to treat that first and then go from there. And those levels themselves take 2 to 3 months just to get under control if they're off.
Right. Well, Skinny Queen, she spent a fortune on some really top-notch vitamin supplements.
No, it was melatonin.
Oh, yeah, but this is a while ago, Hot Business, that she was taking these massive amounts of. Did she keep up with that? I suspect there are boxes and packets of untaken vitamins that she could have been taking the whole of this time to counteract any deficiency she has in B12 or B6 or D, like you were saying, Skinny Queen, because she doesn't even keep up taking her.
Well, she shouldn't be taking
her own money.
Natural Ginger, you're making a valid point, but she shouldn't be taking them without getting tested first. Because just as you can be deficient, you can take too much and be that can make you ill as well. So
this was all part of the glow up 25 stages ago. It was like glow up number 17 or something when she started taking. Can you remember the time when she was taking lots of fruit juices, the fruit juice?
Yeah.
Whatever. And she spent £200 or $200 on fruit juices for 3 days, and she gave up and had McDonald's by the evening. At that time, she bought lots and lots and lots of vitamins. And
she's always doing these things. She's always doing these things, but on her own, never getting assistance with the medical field, what she really needs to do is go get her, blood work, baseline, see where she's at. If she needs those, take them daily for a couple of months, see how you feel. I was extremely low on vitamin D. I had no energy. I could barely get out of bed. It was causing anxiety, depression, all that. I took, did a test. The doctor did a test. My vitamin D levels are fine now. Yes, I still have other issues, but it helped immensely. Immensely.
We've all been told, haven't we, that we need vitamin D, or vitamin D, I shouldn't say it in an American way, vitamin D because of COVID, haven't we? Because
I started taking it even though I'm in the sun.
Zinc.
I don't think she gets to step one. I think you guys said a lot of good stuff, but I just can't see Chantal doing any of that.
Well, she hasn't. She got all these tablets that she paid for out of her own pocket, and she still didn't take them. She's not willing to see it through because A, it's boring. B, it's not what sex pot hot kittens do because they're too busy having sex with all these amazing men.
Not sex pot hot kittens.
And she just can't. Did I say hot kittens?
Can we switch?
Yeah, hot kittens.
Can we pivot since Ginger brought it up? Can we pivot?
What happened?
No. So can we go back to the sex pot?
Oh, Lord. What do you want to say about the sex?
Did you like her drawing of her man?
Okay, yeah.
There's that. Okay.
No.
Okay. So she's doing exactly what she did when old boy came onto the scene, right? And we all said this dude is fake.
Wait. She's done another drawing?
She's done another. Evidently, I didn't see the drawing.
The drawing was
he did the same thing.
Interesting.
Same thing with Nader, right? And we swore up and down that Nader was not real, right?
Yeah.
So I think, well, maybe this guy is. Maybe he does.
It's very possible. Like I said, there is no shortage of men out there that will bone big girls. Like, honestly, I know that she's nasty and all that, but I'm not doubting that she can get it if she really wants to.
No,
it's not about getting it though. It's about she wants a relationship with these people, and getting a relationship is a whole other ball game than getting boned.
But
they are two separate things.
But high business. But here's the problem, though. She wants to try to make relationships out of people who essentially who are fetishizing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like you can't. That's just not how that works. You can't. You know what I mean? And even if, let's say, you do get a relationship out of someone who's quote unquote fetishizing you, you have to essentially stay that way unless they're
right.
Unless they're fetishizing like your skin color or whatever, in order for them to want you. So is it even really a relationship to begin with? And I'm just like, girl, this is not no, it's just not gonna happen. Look, I don't doubt that she can't get men. I have literally seen, even here in my own city, I've seen some of the biggest girls. They have bagged some of the most prettiest, good-looking men, baby. When I tell you, I have seen. There was one time I saw this one girl. She had this man, muscular, little. Now, mind you, she dressed way better than Chantal and was way more confident and actually respected herself. But I'm talking about she had her a good-looking man.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't doubt that she can't find a man. The only thing I doubt is when she has 11 million condoms basically thrown all around the room, and I'm just like,
oh yeah,
ain't nobody.
That was just she just wanted to prove so badly. But Buddha, I want to completely agree with you. I will say till the day I die that the boyfriend wee is the one to go with. You don't want a big hung man for a long-term relationship. Just saying.
What is
Don't
it?
I mean, everyone has their size preference,
Right,
and
right.
but if you don't know how to use it, what's the point of having
I
a
know that's
large
right.
dong?
Right, but
It's not the size of the boat,
wanted,
it's the motion of the ocean, darlings.
right, but she wanted so
True.
badly to prove to us that she got some, that she staged that whole scene. I'm not saying she didn't get some. I'm just saying that wasn't all done in throes of passion, blah, blah, blah. That was staged. It was 100% staged. And she just wanted to prove that she could get some.
It was so funny. I was howling. I was like, it's a crime scene. Call all the units. Call everybody.
Oh my God, my
You know
size
what? I have a
opinion.
challenge for you, Miss Foodie Booty. Not that I'm going to look. I'll take other people's word for it. But since you like to sit there and be like, oh my God, totally got laid by this guy the other day, you got an OnlyFans, homie. Prove it.
Right. Go on there and talk about it. That's what she did. You know, she went on there for an hour, and then she has to come back and draw pictures of his wee on YouTube. Like, talk about it on OnlyFans.
Look,
Talk all about it. Tell the dirty, nasty details
No.
on there.
You got OnlyFans, use it what it's meant for. If you have willing participants who are willing to make a few bucks here and there to be on OnlyFans with you, since you're such a hot commodity, why aren't you doing that instead of sitting here drawing little Pictionary pictures of what the
they
penis
have to sign
like.
waivers. They have to sign waivers, and she has to take pictures of their ID.
Waiver. Tell them I'll give you a certain percentage of cut out of whatever comes out of this video, and let's do this, right? But no, she wants to sit there. You know, you have a way to prove it. Obviously, you're a big badass that doesn't mind showing her titty whippies and her fupa loopies and whatever. Do it
You didn't
on
have to say fupa
OnlyFans.
I can't with you. You didn't have to say fupa loopies.
Yeah.
You know, but here's the thing. But I don't even care that she can get dig. I'm like,
everybody can. That's what she doesn't understand.
It's
everybody. It's just like that book. You know, everybody poops. Everybody has sex. Everybody with themselves or somebody else. Everybody does it. Like, it's not some magical special thing that makes you cool. It's a part of human nature.
Reminding me of History of the World Part 1 with Mel Brooks, where he's like, everybody does it.
Right, like nobody can get dick. Look, if you can get dick, congratulations. Great for you. Love that for you.
But don't you guys think it's weird? Like, why is she why?
Because it's childish. She's defective. She's a defective human being.
She wants to prove. It's because she wants to prove so badly that she's not this disgusting she's not this disgusting person that people.
Right. She wants people to think she's desirable. That's what she wants. But she doesn't understand that the way she's going about it is cringy instead of sexy.
Oh my God.
You know?
It's so cringy.
She eats scabs off her own head.
Yes, that's oh my God.
Oh,
that was
I
the
didn't
grossest.
See that, and I wish I would have never heard that.
Right?
This is what she doesn't think, right? What makes her undesirable, what makes her not desirable, it's not the fact that she's fat. It's that she's just a horrible human being. That's what makes
her attitude. It's the way she treats people. It's all of the above. You know, it has nothing to do with your size, and that's the facts. Like, anybody, if you're fat or you're skinny, everybody can get some, and everyone can be beautiful in their own way. She chooses to be ugly. She chooses mentally. Mm-hmm. She chooses by the way she treats people. You know, it's all a choice.
But the whole persona of the sex pot, hot kitten, whatever we're calling it, that whole persona to me is very strange. Even for Chantal, it is. What was the process? I know I shouldn't be trying to make sense. But her actually,
it started with Nader wanting her to do OnlyFans. That's how it all started.
But to stage used condoms in the floor, or even having sex and not picking up the condoms, like, and then turning on your phone and pointing at the scene.
Contemplating how you're going to show the used condom. Because she sat there for a minute trying to think about how she was going to show it. Like, you're nasty. That's nasty.
Feeling happy that everybody else is going to see it. What is really going on? Like, I'm going to turn my phone on. I'm going to turn on the live. And I'm going to walk over and I'm going to show everybody that my bed.
Yes, because we all wake up every morning, Andrea, and we all say, I wonder if Chantal had sex last night. That is literally everyone's thought when they wake up in the morning.
That's right. When I get out of bed, I have to tiptoe around all the condoms that are strewn all over the carpet. You know,
what you're describing is immaturity. It's like she does not get the fact that it's like, sweetie, the fact that you having sex is not something that's so groundbreaking and so cool. It doesn't make you a part of the cool kids. It's not going to basically win you any favor.
Chantal, you need to go to the doctor and get seriously have your bumps.
I mean, hell, I'm more worried about the fact that this I'm more worried about the fact that this bitch done had 3 different fucking STDs and she still went back to the same dick. That's the part that worries me.
Right. Can we point out the fact that the day, like a couple of days before, she's complaining about pelvis pain, something ain't right down there, and now she's jumping on the D, like I don't have a possible STD or something that could be going on that would make it worse for me to do this.
Right, Chantal, that's sick and gross, and stop it.
I mean, and what's so bad about is the fact that if, let's say, if there is something going on down there, girl, you sitting here, quote unquote, hopping on it, you're possibly potentially giving something to somebody else.
Yep.
So you're putting someone else's sexual health at risk. If she don't think about that kind of shit.
Well, her last lover wasn't called Uzi for nothing.
Right? I mean,
that's the boy that she drew the picture of.
Oh, she drew a picture of Uzi.
Yes, because they're, going to become a weekly thing now, she says. But I'm serious. Like, take care of your health. Go to the doctor. Get tested. If you're going to be boning some dude once a week, like I said, what's sexy is taking care of your sexual health.
Okay,
being responsible.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, I thought Uzi was too big.
He was.
No, she's going to start doing it every week now because it's big. That's all she cares about.
Yeah, she's going back for more this weekend, right?
So wait a minute. So you mean to sit here and tell me that she's going to go? So wait a minute. See, this is why, like, this is why people say you don't make no damn sense. One minute you sit here talking about it's too big. Now you sitting here on about now you going back, girl. Pick a lane and stick to it. I mean, God,
it all week with a fence post.
And baby, and I'm just gonna say this right now. Look, her sitting there talking about it's too big, baby. Let me tell you something. If you know actually how to basically do it properly, there's nothing that's too big. That's from someone who's been there.
Someone made a good point in the chat. Y'all remember the Sex in the City scene where she slept with that one guy and he was like a rabbit and it hurt her? Like he wasn't doing it right. It was
storyline,
it's pretty much what she was going with. But now she wants to do a weekly appointment with Mr. Bone Crusher and pretend like we all didn't hear the previous stories. That's the thing, right? She thinks that we all forget immediately all the crap she says.
Right.
Chantal wants to be sawn in half this Friday night by a 22, 21, 22, 23. Maybe you'll be 24 by Friday.
So not.
Remember when she said Nader picked her up?
What? Oh, that was the funniest lie. I think that's the funniest lie she's ever said because I doubt
I missed that one.
You women, wait, Skinny Queen, how you miss that? She
I don't know. I don't know where I was, but I missed that.
Look, she said Nader picked her up.
I think that when the guys lift up her leg, she counts that as picking her up. Like if they lift her legs for anything.
No, I think what she meant was he picked up one of her folds and basically did it that way. Because he picked up one of the folds, she counts that as picking her up. I said, bitch, you ain't nobody picking you up.
In what scenario does she think that we believe?
Huh?
All y'all said at the same time. You all just said everything at once, literally.
Well,
yeah, no, for real. What scenario does she think that we actually believe that lie? That guy can barely pick up a sack of potatoes without getting a hernia. You actually think that we believe he lifted you up while inserted in you, and you really think we believe that scenario, Chantal?
I mean, look, it's bad enough that we even have to even think about the fact that he even stuck his penis inside of your vagina, honey. Ain't nobody sitting here thinking that he,
Nader would definitely stick it inside her.
Oh yeah.
What was it? No.
He doesn't seem
I'm saying
picky.
no. I know, but I'm saying it's bad enough that we have to basically sit here and picture the fact that he stuck his dick inside of your vagina. Do you really think that we're gonna sit here and believe that he quote unquote lifted you up?
Without injuries. Without injuries.
I'm sorry. Nader is not a forklift, bitch.
Hey, he was high on drugs. You can lift a hell of
Drugs,
a
right?
There would have still been a complaint of a sprained muscle somewhere. Oh, I sprained my shoulders or my back or my legs.
He earned all of he earned all of his pay if he did.
He got busted blood vessels in his eyes, I think, when he did that. No,
I mean,
he never
come
picked
on.
her up.
Ain't no way.
She might
no way he
felt
lifted
like
her
she was hovering
up.
above the bed. I think she felt like she was hovering above the bed in like sexual pleasure. He never.
And and also the biggest lie, Ginger. The biggest lie, also besides that he lifted me up, is when she said how big he was. Every single one of us watched him do magic tricks, spread eagle, without a hint of a bulge anywhere. There was nothing.
And here's my question though: if
he's got a bigger bulge than Nader.
No, we're talking about Nader having the bulge, not Foodie.
I'm sorry, I killed Andrea. I broke Andrea. I broke her.
I mean, but it's true. Look, let me tell you something. Look, okay, I'm just gonna be real. I'm a dick connoisseur, and I'm sorry. I have never once seen no bulge, no nothing. I have never seen no dick print. I haven't seen nothing.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna admit it. Shameless. Let's just tell them, Dre. We were watching this video, and the whole time we were staring, and we're like, "Do you see what I see?" And he's like, "Yep, I see what you see. Nothing, right? Right? I see nothing. You see nothing.
Yes,
I see nothing." That's how it was that night.
We were trying to see it. We were like, "Where is it? We don't see it. Where is it?"
And he was wearing tight jeans with a significant spread that would have shown something.
Cocaine makes your dick shrivel.
Yeah, it makes you impotent. Especially the more you use it.
Yeah.
Look, that's the thing.
That's
right?
why that's why I think it's math instead of that. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, she said
he's a math connoisseur.
He loves math. That was his best subject in school. Didn't you know that?
He's definitely a mathematician. Definitely.
Well, no, but that's the thing, right?
Ooh,
like, I mean, I do think he's doing. I do think he is doing that.
She? To step away from Nader's cock talk here, she said he was really good looking. So,
I know.
Lies.
First of all, okay.
Has she been sheltered?
Here's the thing, right?
No bulge gate, because he'll show it. I don't want to see it.
Look, here's the thing. We should have all known better that when Chantal says that a man is good looking.
That's why we don't believe her now. We don't believe her about we don't believe her about
gotta be. I mean, look, I'm sorry, but look at the men she's had: Pete, BB, Nader, Kevin, then what's the guy's name? Ozzy. Z. Wait, we don't know what Ozzy looks like. Take out Ozzy. Was it Kevin? Who else do we know that she slept with that we've seen? Is that the only 5 that we know of?
We didn't really see Kevin or...
Yeah, we saw... No. What was it?
For a second.
No, we did see Kevin because Kevin was motorcycle guy. No, we saw... Was it motorcycle? He's motorcycle guy. So, and she did show a picture of motorcycle guy. And no offense, but motorcycle guy looks like Rick Ross. Like he looks like Rick Ross.
That's right. I remember seeing that on Twitter.
Yeah. So no, we have seen Kevin, which, mind you, who I'm just sitting here thinking to myself like, girl, I just can't can't. I mean, technically.
Oh yeah,
she,
but she didn't have sex with Roman. But she
yeah,
thought Roman was cute.
Right. Well, let's be real. Well, Roman didn't play his cards properly. That's the thing.
Right, can we get off the dick talk now? I'm not that dickalicious in this.
Not dickalicious.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be talking about Foodie and her meds, and we got back onto dicks again, which is part of the course.
No, I have to go though. I want to thank you guys and thank you, Monty. Much love to you and everybody. And bye, chat.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye,
Have a good
again.
one. Bye.
Lord. So, like I said, you never know what's going to be around here, right?
Let's see what anybody in chat wants to talk about. What they've all, I can see lots of sick faces and everything that we've been saying. Yeah, so getting back to Foodie and her medication, she's off the medication. I take it she's not taken her medication today because of whatever. And her chat is going to be saying, take the medication, go see a doctor. She's going to make an appointment to see a doctor. She's not going to go. She's not going to take the medication. Or maybe she will. Maybe she just takes it on a whim. Chantal, take your medication, sweetheart. I know you probably don't think I've got your best interests at heart. And you're right, I haven't. But take your medication.
I mean, honestly, she really does need to just say, like, she does need to basically go to a proper doctor, get diagnosed, find out what's going on with her, and get on the proper medication. Because
has she been taking the wheelchairs recently, though? Has she been knocking them down the neck on the last 3 days? No, I don't think she has she?
No, she hasn't.
No. Now is a good opportunity to
I'm gonna say it, Ginger.
Yeah.
Can you take your medications for the sake of everyone that's exposed to you, please?
Yeah.
Even my daughter agrees. Yes, she has no idea what we're talking about, but she just randomly screamed out, yes.
Give it a shot, Chantal. It tastes good. It tastes like Nashi.
Not taste like Nashi. I'm done.
If it's a case of the taste, they do for children flavor medications. Maybe you can ask them to add a flavor to it, and it'll make it enjoyable.
I just think she just wants to be defiant. Yeah.
Oh yes, because exposing us to her psychotic rants every night is enjoyable.
Okay, so it's Tuesday night. What do you think is going to happen tonight? I take it she's not got out of bed yet. She's still not surfaced.
Oh no, she's live.
Is she? Oh,
yeah, she's live.
Oh,
before I was here, I saw that it's called Coffee and Chat. She's just, like I said, she's just drinking coffee and just chatting. Nothing special.
Didn't she mention she was going to be missing in action throughout the weekend?
Apparently.
That's because she's got a date with Mr. Horse, hasn't she?
Well, it's the same pattern. Same pattern.
This hot guy that can't keep his hands off her, who's got the biggest dick in the world, who is so good at sex that you would not believe it, folks. And it's all for Chantal. And apparently he can't keep his hands off her. Wasn't he texting her, "I really like you, baby"? It's Google Translator in the text.
Look, I can't. I just can't. Look, the fact you have to use Google Translate, I'm like, oh my God, I can't. I'm like, girl, I can't. It just, oh God. I don't know why sometimes with her, I'm just like, you are so insufferable, Chantal.
Does anybody know what Turkish is for rat face? Can somebody translate that?
I don't know.
Or smell. Or,
excuse me, I have a little update. She made an appointment with a trauma counselor, she says. Well, we'll see what comes of that.
Stick to it this time.
What trauma has she had? Chantal, what trauma have you had?
I mean, unless she's talking about stuff maybe from like childhood, maybe.
It could be.
She's had no trauma. I don't think she's. and she starts throwing around the word PTSD, she can really fuck off because she's got
Yeah, I
PTSD
mean, to
about
be
it.
fair, yeah, she really does love to throw around that word too. Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
she does, doesn't she? It's not good because it's not true, Chantal.
hell, the fact that I'm sorry, but the fact that I never thought in my life I would ever hear somebody use the phrase, and forgive me for saying this, pussy PTSD.
Oh my.
And
Oh
I'm like,
God.
ma'am, are you serious?
And
Yes.
on that note, Chantal, I'm going to sit here and say I have zero empathy, sympathy, whatever you want to call it for you, because you went on a live stream laughing at someone who opened up about their mental health issues and something that was completely unrelated to you. So, miss me.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
there we
hell,
go.
she
We've
said,
got Zayla in the chat. She's saying rat face is Fare Surat. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
well, I
Fare
mean, hell,
Surat is
technically,
Turkish rat
well, I
face.
don't know
Thank
if
you,
you,
darling.
well, I mean, Erie, if you saw where what she did to was it to Skinny Queen react? As she said, I mean, was it the 4 minute thing where she talked about I hate clout chasers? She sat there and literally told all her business, and it's without that she basically that she had privately told her. So she's already so yeah, so she don't care. She don't care about any. You know what I mean? And I'm
I
just like,
don't, yeah, that's fine, but I don't have to care about her either because,
no. That's what I'm saying. That
screw
she doesn't
her.
care. No. I'm saying that's why. It's like, why should anyone care about her when she is willing to tell everyone else's business? And
So
she,
she came after Skinny Queen and Gary last night. Anyone else?
no. She came after Skinny Queen, not last night. She came after her. How long ago was it, Skinny
No, she came
Queen?
after me last night.
Oh, she came after you again last night.
Yes, I'll be doing a reaction on it later. I'm gonna
Wait a minute.
edit. I'm gonna edit the parts out where she talks about me. So
Wait a
you,
minute. Which
because
was it? Which live stream was it?
it was on the Amber Lynn live stream. Yeah, she
I
said quite a
cannot.
bit, and then she also proceeded later in the live stream to say that I was the female version of Monty because my voice is so monotone, and then she said that I feel like a celebrity when I'm up on panel with you guys.
Well, I mean, you know what? You are a celebrity. We have more respect and like you better than we like her. So yeah. Feel
Oh,
I want to know what
thank
Chantal's
you.
definition of celebrity is. Can you define
Right.
that for us, Chantal?
Didn't she call herself a celebrity when she was driving to the Canada border to New York,
I know.
saying that I should just
Yes.
tell them I'm a celebrity? You're not a celebrity because the word
Yes.
celebrity means is that you're celebrating someone's existence, and we don't do that.
Mm-mm.
Well, not even just that. You're celebrating their success. What success have you had, Chantal, other than being able to eat a pizza in 2.5 seconds?
She's had no success.
Like, I mean,
She's
I'm
sucked a few
sorry.
things, and she's a cesspool, but
Right? Like, I mean, what success has she ever had in life? Like, I'm not trying to be funny.
All that
Well,
money
no,
and
actually, I
nothing to
am being
show for it.
funny.
All that money and nothing to show for it. Doesn't even have a
Yeah,
house paid off
that's
or a car
I
pretty
paid
know,
off
pathetic.
right?
or
Like, you
any
have,
of that.
right? Like, I mean, you sitting here, you've made all this money, and you ain't got shit to show for it. You still paying on a 2016 Kia. Girl, I mean, I'm just like, look, I mean, in the words of, look, in the words of Didi, look, girl, on some, get some property, girl. Oh, shit. Ain't got no
If it's
home.
true what she said that she was making 20,000 a month, she made close to what, 250 in 1 year and has
Yeah,
nothing to show for it.
right. But like I said,
Zero.
look, like I said, step your game up, sis. Step it up. Like I said, if you're such the boss bitch that you claim to be, I'm sorry, but is it that
no,
she?
don't step your game up, Chantal. Don't
No,
step your
oh
game
no,
up.
I want no. It's look. I know she won't. That's why I say step your game up, sis, because I know she won't ever do it. But
No, because she wants to sit there and critique people and think she's above everyone else. Bitch, like, show me what you got. You ain't got nothing. You
I
have a
know,
dirty ass,
right?
untaken care of apartment. Your vehicle is literally hanging on by a thread because that, I bet you that axle is busted from carrying her around and from the way she drives. What do you have to show besides body parts, Chantal? Because that's all you
Right.
show. Show me something that says I am a successful human being who worked hard for this. And hey, at least some YouTubers, as soon as they started making money like she did, first thing, what is the first thing every YouTuber did? They went and they paid for a vehicle in full. Unfortunately, all of them got pink cars, but you don't have to get a pink car. There's other colors. At least they went and they said,
hell,
look, I paid off for this
look,
vehicle in
here's the thing,
full.
right? Look, here's the thing, right?
Or like Monty did, he gave back to the community with all his
right, or basically, or better yet, if she wants to, is she making all this money? Look at Trisha Paytas. Even though, I can't stand her gut, that's for
Right.
don't
nothing.
want to
I
look
mean,
at
hell,
her.
look, here's the thing. At least she owns her own car. She has a home. She has a business. She literally took all that trolling and all that being a
Right.
shitty person and was able to actually make, be able to
Do
make it work
something
for
with
herself and
it.
make a business for herself. Again, look, I may not like you, but hey, I'll never knock your hustle. So, and I'm sorry, she's the only person I've ever
Right.
really seen be able to take this, this success as far as like being an internet troll and a hot mess and be able to actually
Right.
do something with it. And I'm like, girl, like if you're I'm sorry, even, and I've even said it with Amber Lynn. Amber Lynn, there's no reason why her and Amber should not be in better places financially than what they are. There's no reason.
Yes, there
Agreed.
is. They're horrible. They don't deserve it. I don't want them to be in the
Financially,
first
she
place.
makes terrible decisions, and I'm only 2 years older than her. Look, like I have a vehicle paid off for. It's not brand new, brand new. It's actually the same year as her Kia. It's a 2016. But guess what? I made sure that that was paid off.
Right.
Okay. I took
Mhm.
care of my home situation because I have kids. I flipped a house and I bought a house fully paid for. Okay. I made investments decisions to better affirm the security of not just myself and my husband, but my children as well.
Right.
You
Like,
do
I
those
mean,
decisions as an adult to secure your future because there's going to be a day where you just cannot work. You just
mm-hmm.
That's
can't.
because you are a forward-thinking, rational human being with a thought and a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Chantal, on the other hand, is absolutely none of those.
No.
And
None.
she's proved that time and time and time and time again. So I wish nothing for her, actually.
Oh no.
Especially about what she said about Monty and Gary recently. She can go and fuck right off.
Oh, I know. Was it? Oh, look. Oh, I know. No, and I mean, like
Hey,
I said,
Curl.
hey, Carl. No, like I'm not saying like I want good things for her. I'm just saying that literally, I mean, hell, she has like it was just more so just reiterating that she has nothing to show for it. It's like you sat in here and you've quote unquote done all this stuff, and it's just like, well, or rather, you have all this money, and it's like, well, what of it, sis? Like where's the
And
like
then
was it
the fact that every month we have to witness the fact that she has no money left over, and you can tell because she stops eating out as much and she doesn't go out as much, Um, how are you going through that much money in 1 month and you have zero to show for it?
right? And I think what was it? I think was it we were talking about this last night. Was it me, Hannibal, and Curl? That like she has all those boxes. What is she? He but like her apartment
They're
is
for when she
practically
moves out,
empty.
Trey. They're for all those for when she's when she moves out from one luxury villa into twin luxury villas that are
Oh
going
my
to be
god!
inside. And
It's
Oh
gonna
my
be
god!
her.
Look,
It's Ginger. It's gonna be her new house on the alley. That's what she's saving
look,
it
I'm
for.
sorry. I cannot with her. And like, I'm so like, the one thing I will say though is I'm so over her always on about how she's going to quote unquote relocate or rehome Pete. Like he's some fucking puppy dog or something. And it's her responsibility to home him. And I'm like, ma'am, you won't even rehome your fucking cat. That's just someone who actually can take care of them properly. Stop sitting here talking about you're going to rehome Pete. He's like, shut up.
And he lets it happen, though. He lets it happen.
That's
He
the
doesn't care.
That's another part of the problem too. But he's a whole Mr. James is a whole other whole other
So what do we think is going to happen tonight? What are the next 24 hours going to hold for our Foodie Beauty?
Who was it? I think she's gonna stuff her face
Mm-hmm.
and bees.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there's going to be a rage or a
I'm
lowly
praying.
my voice? I'm sad. I'm going to take lots of gummies.
I'm praying for a rage because those are when she literally says some of the most dumbest shit, and I love it.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I do like a rage.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows we like a rage, and she says, "I'm not going to rage," and then 20 minutes later,
but we already
she
got one
rages.
last night.
I
She
know,
went
and
after Skinny
and
Queen, and she went after Gary.
I want another.
I want
Who's she gonna go after
I
today?
want the rage every night.
Me too, right? Look, look, Ginger's got the right idea. It's just like, look, I want rage every night about some stupid shit, and I want her to be sad. I want her to be crying. I want her to basically be miserable as fuck.
Okay.
Every night. Okay. I want the misery, damn it. I am not above say that, look, I love it when she's boo-hoo crying and raging and she's all upset because she can't get her way. It brings me joy.
Me too, yeah. Especially now after what she said about Gary and Monty and Skinny Queen and
right. Let's not forget
everybody.
Monty. Whoa, the crap you said about Monty.
Okay, so was it? So
take no
prisoners. I think
I want misery. I want the misery to fall out of her like a fupa falls out of her knickers.
Look, okay, so you're gonna have to actually kind of catch me up a little bit because I think we were on Hannibal's when she was talking about Amber and all that. What exactly did she say about Monty, T, and Gary and y'all?
Oh, okay. So you know that Monty is recently suffering the loss of his mom.
Oh
right?
no, she didn't. She
did.
Oh, she went.
She did.
Oh,
Monty's mom unfortunately left this side of Earth on July 4th.
She did not go. She did. Oh, Foodie, you can piss right off, you fucking cunt. Oh, you can piss off, bitch.
Oh, yeah, she did.
And then Gary opened up yesterday on a very emotional live stream where he let his viewers know that he will have to demonetize his channel because other than that, he risks losing his disability.
Yeah.
And he explained some of his mental health, things that he deals with.
Oh my God, Foodie, and she wonders why people are mean to her. Sorry, I will never feel.
And
what?
Skinny, go
ahead.
He
also brought up. Okay, she said quite a few things about me, but the thing that really pissed me off is that not because she brought up that I live with my mom, but she was bringing up my mom while my mom's in the hospital, and my mom is fighting pneumonia with lung cancer. And listen, my mom still is probably a supporter because my mom watches everybody. She's older, she's 80, she don't, understand. Like, my mom can be confused at times. So, like, it really pissed me off that she brought that up. And she knows my mom's in the hospital.
And I'm so sorry for that, Skinny. I'm wishing that your mom heals and you have her back home with you.
Thank you so
okay.
much.
Ooh, I'm sorry. That makes me mad. Like that. Ooh, that pisses me off.
And then
like,
she started
pisses
saying,
me right
"No,
off.
Dre, this is gonna piss you off more." She used all of these instances to play the victim and be like, "Well, why do people come after me?"
Mm-hmm.
And you wonder why, Foodie, people make fun of you and why people look. I will never feel bad for ever making a joke about that fucking fat whale
Me
ever
neither.
fucking
Me
again.
neither.
I will never feel. I didn't before, but I will never feel bad for ever saying anything mean about you. How fucking dare you? You're sitting there using people's mental health, people's people's grief, and how dare you? You fucking Chantal. You fucking shitty ass piece of shit. Fuck you.
She came after Doe-Eye Cookie as well. She's coming, she's taking pot shots at anybody on panel. Monty, of course. I think she even was saying something about Charlie Gold as well today.
Look, I want her. Look,
the mind
Chantal,
boggles. The mind boggles with how much vitriol she can give out to other people and not and then she turned all off her comments so nobody could answer her. So she's just a massive, ugly, festering tit.
Here's my thing. No, Chantal, look, you know what? Since you like to watch these panels, you know what? Come after me, bitch. Come after me.
Oh,
Oh, no, let me turn on my camera. Hi, you can see my, if you can't see my face. Hold on, let me put myself so you can see me. Hi, I'm fat. Come for me, bitch. Please come for me. Please. Since you want to sit there and you want to come for other people and you want to talk about people's grief and you want to talk about people's family members and shit, come for me, sis, and see if I won't sit here drag you from Z to A, bitch. Thank you very much. Okay? Thank you. You bitch. That
you
bitch.
know, she's something else. Because honestly, if she said something about
How
me, I just
dare she?
laughed because I'm like, I like consider the source, right? Like, but she goes for things that are personal and vulnerable that people share, and then she expects people to not look. I'm gonna tell you something. It's Family Guy forever with you, girl, on my channel.
I mean, look, no, the reason why, look, I mean, look, I get the fact that, yes, I'm upset, but the reason why I'm upset is because, one, and here's the thing, okay? When it specifically, and I will even say when it comes to Gary, I know what he goes through as far as with his mental health. Yeah, that's a part of the reason why that fucking pisses me off, because I'm sorry. I know what he's been through. I know, basically the shit that he's had to deal with, and it's not okay for her to sit there and want to basically talk about him like that in that particular.
No, I'm
Two,
pissed. You know
two,
me. You know
two,
me,
two.
Dre. You
You
know me
don't.
with my friends. I don't.
Two, when it comes to someone's death, I don't play when it comes to death. I'm sorry. And like I said, see, she won't come after someone like me because she knows that I will literally sit there and I will literally drag her for filth. But yet she'll sit there and she will take all these low jabs at people and take jabs at things that she knows that are sensitive about people. And then she wonders why we sit here and we make fun of her and we call her the shitty person that she is. And I'm like, and it's not right. It's not okay. Hey, you can't sit there and do that shit. You can't just take low blows at people and talk about things that are very sensitive to people and literally and talk like, I mean, damn, you can't do that and then think that, oh, well, someone feels sorry for me. People feel sorry for
That's
me.
the
No,
problem. She makes it
no.
about herself
Oh,
every single time,
She's
and it's
very
like
self.
everything isn't
Yeah,
about you, girl.
yeah, because she's very self-loathing, and she is absolutely completely concentrated on how she feels, her feels, and she hates herself. If I was Foodie Beauty, I'd fucking hate myself too. So I can understand that. But so she likes to hit out where she can. And she's got VIBs and friends that show her little snippets of stuff where she hasn't got the full story, but she'll come on her her channel and start dishing it out when she hasn't got a clue. Like she was saying about Skinny Queen. Oh, Skinny Queen was my best friend. Well, if your best friend has moved on and doesn't want anything to do with you anymore, instead of hitting out on them, my natural reaction would be to cry and be upset and get in touch with that person and pursue them as much as possible to say,
right.
Right.
what have I done wrong? Is that okay, you might not want to be friends with me anymore, but I
Did she
just want to
actually say that? We
apologize.
were best friends, though? Did
Well, she
she?
said
Yeah,
that you
she
were
said
good
you were really
friends.
good
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, you were one of the,
Yes.
blah blah blah. Yeah, but she doesn't mean it, Skinny Queen. She just said it
Well,
for
we
respect.
use the term friend loosely, I guess, because because if her definition of a best friend is what she was to me, that's pretty scary.
Well,
Because
girl,
she
I,
never put in the effort. Yeah.
Right.
but,
She'll
but
label
Um.
anybody as a best friend if you're doing good for and you're being conveniently beneficial to her corner. We all know these types of people that have done things
right,
like that. You
and
give
I
them a
get
massive side eye, but we can all see it being played out in real time. With her and Chantal, I know I hate yourself because if I was you, I would be absolutely devastated and
right.
never show my face again. But and then she uses things to hit out. She's like I was saying, she's flailing, she's throwing shit to see what sticks. That's all it
This
is.
is a
But
person who has a tremendous amount of growth that she needs to do because look, everyone, I can sit here and I can tell you, in the past, I have allowed my emotions to take over, and I became the worst, most horrible version of myself that I could ever imagine, and I don't ever want to be that person.
Right.
I learned and I grew from it, okay? And she that's the problem, right? She don't hear, she doesn't listen. She's hearing, but she's not listening. Does that make sense? There's a difference between hearing and listening. She's not listening to what people are telling her. And the truth of the matter is, you cannot sit there and cry because XYZ is saying this about you when you're going out of your way to hurt people left and right
And
and
that
center.
was it. And that's the thing. And I understand where people are saying, well, oh, but she feeds off this outrage. Here's the thing, and I will say it like this. Look, I understand that, yes, maybe my anger, a little bit of my anger is basically just like, oh, you're giving her what that she wants. But this is the thing, though, and I'm sorry. Everyone has their fucking limits, and there are just some things that you don't basically go after. If she's gonna take these low blows, then I'm sorry. This is to me, that's what happens when you take low blows. It's like you can't sit there and always just say, well, oh well, let me be the bigger person all the time, when it's like, no. Why should someone have to be the bigger person when you're sitting here? And I mean, and it's one thing to call someone fat. She wants, like I said, she can talk about my lazy eye. Who cares? You can talk about, oh, my hair. Who cares? You can talk about my skin. Who cares? But when you take jabs about people's grief, about people's mothers who are in the hospital, about people's DV, about people's mental health, things that actually genuinely affect people, you can't. Of course, people are going to feel some type of way, and even if basically she feeds off of it, people have their limits. People have emotions. People have just because she basically. That's the thing, and that's where I'm just like, it's so infuriating because it's like these are things that she knows are basically trying to hurt people, but then she'll sit there and boo-hoo and cry when basically somebody calls her a fat whale, or she'll sit there and cry, or how she was sitting there crying because, as Charlie said, that she had 10 size underwear. And I'm sorry, no, you cannot sit there and boo-hoo and cry when people make fun of you, and people say the shit they say about you, but then you'll come right back and you'll take those low blows like it's just nothing. No, you can't do that. That's my only thing with it. It's just that she loves taking that. She loves basically.
It's because she has victim mentality, Dre. She thinks she's the victim of everything. Like, Chantal is the type of person that could literally go up to someone and slap them in the face and then make herself a victim because her hand hurts. That's how she is. And I've met a lot of people like that online. It's bizarre how many people will go out of their way, bend over backwards to be the victim when they're the provokers, they're the instigators, they're the ones that are throwing fuels on the flames, and then want to sit there and be like, I'm a victim, everyone feels sorry for me, and give me the views and subscribes while you're at it.
That's true, because even in that crappy, shitty apology she penned on her community tab to Monty, saying, oh, I shouldn't have said all those things. It's all done for a self-serving purpose. I think she said sorry to Kevin, or whatever his name is, about the dick cheese. She said that she shouldn't have said those things about Monty. Chantal, you don't feel what you're writing, and it's okay. What you actually said about when you learned about what was happening to Monty, what you really felt about the situation came out with what you said immediately, and going away and being chastised for it and maybe rethinking it, thinking, oh, my reputation, blah, 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 and then writing some self-serving few lines on your community tab is not an apology. We don't want your apology. You can fuck right off. And also, you're doing it to make your name better, as if you could make your name better. Really?
Well, she thinks it's okay.
Something? Well, she does. She thinks
it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, I've said that
Well,
now, so we can put that to bed, and it's all over and done. We're all square. It's all been put to bed. I've apologized. Nobody can come back at me and say you never apologized for that,
right.
because look, here I have. When it's all bollocks, and she thinks we're stupid enough. No, she doesn't think. No,
Yeah,
doesn't
she
think.
says, well, I can say whatever I want about whoever I want,
Mhm.
as long as I follow it up with an apology that I don't mean.
Exactly. And why did she do the apology? Because she was getting heat from her real and guttural reaction to it, which was absolutely disgraceful and disgusting. So we know you, Chantal. We know the game you're trying to play, and you're playing it, and you're losing the game. You're
And that's
absolutely
the thing,
losing.
right? An apology means nothing if you don't know what you're apologizing for, nor do you care. And I'm even teaching that to my
Exactly.
kids right now. My kids are 4 and 6, and I teach them, don't say sorry unless why are you sorry? What did you do? And how did it make so and so feel? How did that feel when you did that to your brother or your sister? Okay, so that's what you need to connect with, and that's what you need to feel sorry about.
But my thing of it is like an apology don't mean shit without actual fucking actions and actually trying to change. If you're just sitting there saying sorry and you still doing the same shit that you quote unquote apologize for, what does it even matter? Her. Like, I mean, hell, she's sitting here, she said sorry countless times and she still does the same shit. So it's like, girl, like with it, I'm just like, girl, please.
Yeah, it's like she's using people that she's apologizing to, very loosely. I
And
say that in inverted commas, the word apologize. But she's using them and their circumstances to make herself look better. Chantal, if you make an apology to somebody, you don't even go online and do it. You approach them personally and say it
Don't make a
personally.
spectacle.
Exactly.
Yes,
But there's
privately
no
message.
traction, is
Private.
there, in a private apology when there's lots of people watching? People want to see, and so she gets the traction of, oh, she apologized. Well, you don't. Everybody thinks you're a total balloon, Chantal, and you've just proved yourself to be even more than that by doing that. And so, yeah, she's off.
I feel you. I empathize with that. I do.
Oh dear.
Everyone, I do have to go to the bank. I'll just say that because I have to pay tomorrow the latest for my mom's plot, and I gotta get that in order. Plus, do the printing of the program. So, if everyone doesn't mind, could we wrap this up so I have enough time to
No,
transfer
don't even have
accounts?
to explain. Don't
Yeah.
even
No,
have to
that's fine,
explain.
Monty. You just switch us off when you need to, because we're just done.
Yeah, I appreciate every single one of you that's, on here chatting, keeping me company through this difficult time, and people who have donated. I appreciate it because
We love
it's
you,
been
Monty.
a lot of help, especially since I haven't even been given the insurance monies or
That takes
anything like
time,
that.
Monty.
The death benefit, and I still have to pay for,
Yeah,
tens
you
of
usually
thousands of
have to pay
dollars.
out first, and then if you do anything back, you get that back further down the
Yeah,
line.
exactly.
It's a bitter reality, and yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
so right, I will say thank you, panel. Thank you, Monty. You know I love you very much. Thank you, panel. Thank you, chat, and I shall see you again.
Yes, yeah, maybe tonight, but I will be back after I do what I'm doing. So thank you so much, people who are on here. Andrea, Skinny Queen. Was there anybody else? It was Andrea.
Thank
Oh,
you.
hot ass.
Hot ass. Yes, hot ass was here as well. So thank you so much, Natural Ginger, Skinny Queen, Dre, and Erie. We'll do this again later if you're available.
Yes.
If
Thank
not,
you.
another time. Have a good
Whatever
one.
you want, Monty.
Bye.
Bye,
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Chad. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, ladies. Bye, Monty.